Talking Threads, my name is Alice and it's Friday.
Talking Threads.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to single lens reflex film camera.
First off, this is an ancient camera.
I thought you got it in the 80s.
I probably got it in the 70s.
This is a classic single lens reflex camera from the 80s. And the neat thing about single lens reflex cameras is that they have, well, a lens, but behind the lens is a small mirror. And that mirror diverts the image that the lens sees into the viewfinder. This makes it very easy to see what you're shooting accurately.
And if you change the lens, the image changes in the viewfinder.
I'm going to put the lens back on because having the lens off scares me even though it's supposed to be okay. Now, to put a lens on a single lens reflex, you take the little red dot and you line it up with the other little red dot. And then you press in and twist until it clicks. This little ring right here represents the f-stops. For every number it goes down, it lets in twice as much light. And the lower the number, the smaller the depth of field. Don't touch this, or this unless you're changing the film. This little knob is the shutter speed. The lower the number, the longer your shutter is going to stay open for, and the more exposed your film will be. You can also let the camera know what kind of film you've got in by pulling it out and adjusting this knob like so. Right now I've got some 200 film in, so I'm going to leave it right here. Now once you've cocked the camera, this is the button you actually press to take a picture. Small, I know, right? The smaller this number, the steadier your hand has to be. Most people can't handle it under a 30th of a second. And if you hold the picture button down halfway, the light meter goes on. Not all cameras have a built-in light meter, but if they do, it's really useful. This thing lets you know whether you're over or underexposed. Right now it says I'm underexposed, so I'm going to open up the lens and lower the shutter speed. At lower shutter speeds, you can actually see the mirror flip up as it's taking a picture. Now back to the knobs you shouldn't touch. This thing's actually a winder. You use it when you want to wind the film back into the film canister to go get it developed. But be careful, don't wind this unless you press this button as well. Otherwise you risk tearing the film. And after you've wound everything up, in order to get the film out and to pop the back open, you simply pull this knob up. I'm not going to do that because I still have half a roll of film left. And that is how to use a single lens reflex camera.
An ancient single lens reflex camera.
An ancient single lens reflex camera.